Namaste, everyone. Welcome.
Hi, Mansi. Namaste to you too.
Welcoming all beautiful, vibrant energies from all across. What a joy this is. What a joyful gathering this is.
Thank
So,
you.
welcoming everyone to the great global sisterhood and honoring in the same breath our soul sister, chief soul sister in charge, Harbeen. I think you're here with us, and it's thank you for creating this space for all of us to share and love each other and create this absolutely fertile ground of connection. So it's special. It's every time it's special when we get together, especially because we tune in with a similar intention from all different spaces, and but we're connected with that shared intention to be seen, to be heard, and to be held in sisterhood. So before I, pass the baton to each one of you, I'm going to share a very short idea of what sisterhood means to me. Sisterhood to me, I was thinking about this earlier. For me, it's not just connection. What it is about resonance. Resonance with each other, resonance with ideas that we hold, with spaces that we co-create together, resonance in a space where we come without judgment, where we come with openness, and we're met with the same quality of openness, of strength, and compassion. So for me, really, the word of the day today is resonance. And I'm so resonating with all of your hearts right now. So thank you all for being here. It really is so powerful. So to reiterate, we're here to listen, to share, and to celebrate that spirit of sisterhood together. So as you're aware, we have 14 speakers for our session today. So it is my humble request to you that please keep to that 2 minute time. And if not, I'm going to ring a bell. And that's going to be, it's going to be an indication for you to hand the baton to our beautiful next sister. So, with that, I'm going to begin. And as you're also aware already, that when I call your name, please feel free to share your ideas on what sisterhood means to you from the heart. No preparation, just only allowing a conversation, which is our hearts connecting, our hearts radiating the love that we feel for each other. So, with that, it is my absolute joy and my honor to invite our first speaker for today. If I could invite, going to start at the bottom of the list. If I could have a Sonal share her. Harbeen, are you going to say something?
Yeah, I'm not featured, sister, but thank you so much. More power to you. Let's do it.
That's all we needed to get this game beginning. Okay, so if I could have Sonal to share her thoughts, please. Sonal, do I see you? And actually, girls, beautiful sisters, if you can put your cameras on, would be so amazing. So let's create more
Hi,
love on the
Mansi.
screen.
Hi, Mansi. I'm not
There you are.
among speaker, but sisterhood is magic for me. Over to you and our next esteemed speaker.
Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing that. I love that. Farha,
Hi, Mansi. How are you?
welcome.
Thanks for the platform.
All
Yeah,
yours.
thank you very much. How are you?
Very well. Your time begins now. Please, over to you.
Yeah, definitely. So, first of all, I would like to thank everybody and the moderators, the esteemed members, and everybody. And I would like to definitely share my idea of sisterhood. And today I have been excited to share my thoughts, definitely. As you can see, the space I'm sitting right now, this itself is one of the organ in the government of India, that is judiciary. So here also I've realized the sisterhood is such a such a space we share almost every sector, where it cut across all the geographical boundaries. Along with that, what we can serve as a sisterhood almost everywhere. The essence will remain in existence almost in every spaces, cross boundaries, no geographical boundaries, limitations, right? So, yes, it's a social construct that we all sisters begin and share together, right? Because we can nurture each other, we can stand up for each other's rights, and we can embody that solidarity. And it's sisterhood for me, it's like a shared celebration, as we can say in today's world also, that we have. Do I have time enough?
Yeah, you have to. You
I
have
guess
30
you were.
seconds. Go.
Yeah, definitely. So, what I believe is, ever since I've joined ma'am, Harbeen ma'am, so I've realized that it's just such a supportive sisterhood system is there that she has attempted to create, that transform the spaces and, kind of ecosystem wherein we can, nurture such like values like encouragement, resilience for each other, all these things. And ever since I've been connected with ma'am, so that made me more strengthened, even in my own space as a lawyer, as a post trainer, and of course as a
Beautiful.
women rights lawyer. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Farah. I love that two things in what you shared really stood out for me. You said sisterhood is solidarity. I love that. It feels like it's such a resonant anthem that we should carry along. So sisterhood is solidarity. You said it's important, and it feels like we nurture each other. So I really resonated with that as well. So appreciate your words, your presence, and everything that
Not
you
only
represent.
emotional
Thank
support,
you.
but we also need to, stand up for each other's rights.
Thank you so much,
Thank-
Farha. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Mansi. Thanks.
With that really powerful voice, I'm going to pass it on to our beautiful sister, Heidi Schaffer. Heidi Schaefer, please correct me if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly.
Totally fine, Heidi. But Heidi,
Heidi.
I go with Heidi as well. Don't worry.
Heidi. We go with Heidi.
Okay.
Welcoming you,
Okay.
Heidi. Over to you to share your thoughts on sisterhood. So excited.
Thank you so much for the lovely platform. So I have put some thought in it because I was like, oh, there's so much into this. So I have been part of a lot of communities, but then going to G100 and creating my own G100 network and in my own transformation ecosystem app, the communities and the feeling of the community, I felt, okay, it's time for a paradigm shift. It's time for a paradigm shift from survival, so how we survived as women, to thrival. And there is, for me, a very important ABC shift from the old paradigm, which for me is A, was agreeable, meaning you were holding back. B, were very much blocked, like taking back seats almost, especially also in women communities, wherever we went. That's just my humble opinion. And then C, a lot of competition and a lot of comparison. Two, a completely new feeling of authenticity. So I think the moment we stop trying to be perfect and agreeable by everyone and show up how we really are, that is the truth. And that builds connection. That really builds connection, and this being perfect, a lot of distance. So we don't have to be figured out, and we don't have to be performing anymore. But when we step into our truth, we actually feel, and human to human, woman to woman, a lot of things are finally happening to be belonging. Before it was fitting in, I think now we go into belonging if we really show up as who we are. And this is really like dropping the mask and speaking the truth, feeling deeply again. And then comes another B, which is bravery. When we belong, we step outside our comfort zone, which I absolutely can witness every single day, and create new realities that are aligned, and we become the best version. So a lot of B's to see, then finally this is honest and truthful, which is celebration. So we, in our community, we do, for instance, the Shine Your Light Fridays, where we not just like hold each other in the moments where we need to hold each other, but more like we witness what's possible. And so when we celebrate each other, we see, okay, it's not just what you do, but what you dare to become in that moment. And we share how we overcame fears. And that, to me, like this this paradigm shift from agreeable, blocked competition and comparison to authenticity, belonging, and celebration. This is really, for me, the paradigm shift of transformation and how we become our best selves as women and really step from survival into thrival.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Hedy, for giving us a whole new vocabulary of sisterhood. The ABC of sisterhood and transformation. I love that you view sisterhood as the idea of transformation. So this whole idea of this paradigm shift, it is synonymous with sisterhood. So such powerful, heart-piercing words. So grateful for you, Hedy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Might bring you into close again because that was too powerful. Thank you. If I could invite Dr. Sunanda Banerjee to talk to us on her idea of sisterhood. Sunanda,
Thank you so
over
much,
to you.
Mansi. Thank you, Mansi, for that. Absolutely delighted to be on this platform. And although I'm joining late and getting to know more of what we're looking for, but I'm so glad and thankful for being here. My idea when I look at sisterhood is a bit more of the doing piece beyond the intent. So even through our work, when I talk about what it really means to build that voice is so much more than just intent. So I would, if it is about sisterhood, it's about contributing. It's about creating real conversations, real space for being unapologetic, for being able to have more influence in the room, because it really grows from when we start doing more about it and we start experiencing more difference, right? That's when growth really happens. So, and not just about, conversations around here, but also actively opening doors for each other, actively normalizing ambition, right? When you look at a perspective of where am I really uplifting and fixing each other's crown, right? I think that's a beautiful program around Empower Her that I do. And when I speak to a lot of senior female leaders, there's so much imposter syndrome around. There's so much of self-doubt and there's so much of self-limiting belief. So if we are able to call out each other's biases, if we're able to call out each other's fears and be able to create that space to hold more, accountability with each other for growth, for more ambition, for more leadership access around. That's when I say that it's so much beyond four walls of conversation, and there's more investment of effort, investment of time and intent in that. So that's
beautiful. Thank you so much. I just noted down something that really touched my heart, and I just think that I think we all play our parts that were designed by destiny or by circumstances to play. And so some of us bring intention, some of us bring flow, some of us bring the work, the Mooladhara aspect of things, like where you have the fire and you're making things happen. So thank you so much for putting the power back into that aspect, because without the implementation, it's all talk, right? So when you say we're fixing each other's crown, it was such a visual, we're opening doors for each other. I absolutely love that. And I think that is my greatest takeaway. Just like, let's do this. Let this be, a promise we make to ourselves that we're going to show up for each other as much as we show up for ourselves. So thank you so much. I really resonate with your words, Dr. Sunanda. Thank you for your words. If I could invite Sister Irma to share her ideas on sisterhood with us, please.
Yeah, hi. So for me, it's like a equally powerful bond, and it's beyond friendship, where we are building together instead of building alone. It's also shared commitment to growth, resilience, and lifting each other up, and providing connections to each other, collaborative initiatives, and also helping them when there are challenges. So it's not about competition, it's about collaboration. Because when one woman grows, she opens doors for others, and the ripple effect is incredibly powerful. And I believe that we have immense opportunities for everybody to take a share of, and also by lifting each other up, we can ensure that, like, we are also able to benefit from each other. It's also sharing of opportunities, contacts, and knowledge without hesitation. So if I know something, I shouldn't be hesitant to share with my fellow sisters. And it also means advocacy, speaking up for each other in rooms where not everyone is present, recommending each other, backing each other's idea, and ensuring that credit is given where it's due. That kind of support can change the way we work, all of us. So yeah, that's from my end.
Thank you
And
so much, Iram. Short, succinct, and powerful.
thank you.
Because this is, I mean, that's what I wrote here, that this is the ripple, this is the ripple effect, or the drip down effect of sisterhood, of bringing that powerful intention, of wanting to support each other and wanting to collaborate. So the theme of what you said was this idea of collaboration. And, this is what we're here to do. So appreciate everything you've said. Thank you so much, Iram. Thank you. If I could invite Sister Jyoti next, please.
Hi, everyone. A very good evening to all of you. Absolute pleasure to be here today. I'm Jyoti Gupta, a founder of Sculptor Style Consulting, training, coaching, and refinement. I'm a trainer, coach, keynote speaker, leadership and executive presence expert, co-author, Posh Enabler. So for me, sisterhood is a powerful concept centered around women supporting, uplifting, and empowering each other across industries and communities. It is collaboration over competition, which focuses on collective growth and shared success. It's a strong support network, builds a safe and trusted ecosystem for women. It is about empowerment and leadership, promotes women in leadership roles across sectors, encourages women to take initiative, lead, and influence with change. Knowledge sharing and growth. It's an excellent platform for skill development and exposure. Inclusivity and diversity, open for all women from different background, profession, and age group. Voice and advocacy encourages women to speak up and be heard. And emotional bonding and trust. This is something very important and very dear to my heart. Sisterhood is not just professional; it's personal and emotional support. Builds long-term meaningful relationships and growth mindset and giving back. So encourages uplifting other women while growing yourself. Focus on community impact and social contribution. So that is what sisterhood means to me.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Jyoti. When you were saying all that you shared, I was thinking that for women, it's so unique that it doesn't matter what we do, what profession we're in, what career we pursue, but our ideas are always about connecting, about growing, about sharing ideas, opening doors for each other. So that's why somebody said that, do we introduce ourselves? We don't introduce ourselves in this platform because we are the idea that we hold of sisterhood is our introduction. And I love that there is such a beautiful common thread that is interwoven from my heart to yours, to all of our hearts. So thank you so much for sharing, your perspective, and also your perspective from that industry specific point of view, which wasn't so much industry specific. And that's the magic and beauty of sisterhood, right? Thank you so much, Jyoti. If I could invite Neeta to share her views, please. Welcome, Neeta.
So good afternoon, sisters. I'm Neeta Menezes, and I'm joining from the vibrant heart of Mumbai in India. So as the national head of Wiki Financial Literacy and Management Council and India country chair for G100, I don't just see financial literacy as a skill. I see it as a global movement. For too long, women have been aware but not active. Today, we shift that narrative from awareness to agency. My book, Be Financially Smart, isn't just a guide. It's a movement to ensure that no woman is actually a spectator in her own life. And when we talk about sisterhood, we talk about a collective power. That's why We, as a Wiki Council as well, published our shared wisdom here. This is sisterhood in its highest form, sharing the blueprints of success so we can all build stronger, and together. This movement has a heartbeat and it lives in the nucleus. I've dedicated my work to women aged 40 to 60, those in their power phase. Across the globe, this is the generation with the most wisdom, don't you think? Yet often the least structural support. In the nucleus, sisterhood means giving these women the tools to reclaim their time and their financial destiny. When a woman in a power phase becomes financially smart, she does not change just her life, she changes the economy of her entire family and community. So I invite you all, let's make financially smart the global standard for every woman everywhere. Let's turn our collective sisterhood into a legacy of agency. I'm Neeta Menezes, and I believe that we rise in financial power, we rise for good. Thank you, Mansi. Thank you, Dr. Harbeen Arora and the All Ladies League. Let's start the movement and let's bring sisterhood together. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Neeta, for your empowering words, turning it into agency, taking hold and control of everything that already is ours. So it really is just bringing the thought and the collective idea of this power and holding it because it already belongs to us. Thank you for your resounding words.
Thanks,
Appreciate you. Thank you. If I could invite Geetika.
Hello.
Welcome, Geetika. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Mansi, and thank you so much, Harbi. Very frankly, for me, it's not about just relationship. I mean, I don't call anyone as Didi or I don't call anyone as sister. For me, it's very important to have a real one relationship. And I understood this concept of sisterhood when I got in touch with Harbin Didi now, I can say. She has been the one who has unconditional love for everyone. And so that's how I tried to define sisterhood slowly and gradually when I started experiencing it. For me, sister is about who will stand with me in all storms. She will support me. She'll not only me, but all the women, she'll make them feel and see. And trust that holds me even when I am quiet. And I trust that she'll be there when I don't need to speak, but even in my silence. And she will empathize with me. She'll understand me without me wanting to explain. And she'll respect my journey. And that is what I see as a sister. I would like to be as a sister for everyone with this simple, I can say words as support, inclusion, strength, trust, empathy, and respect with utmost honesty, openness, ownership, and respecting the dignity of each other. And that's what sisterhood means for me. And since I've come in touch with Harbeen Didi and listening to all such wonderful people, I've realized that can I be one for my community? And can I get the hundreds and thousands of fun from my community? So it's not about competing with each other. It is about completing each other and just standing there without any, I can say, asking for anything, but just give to give. Thank you so much.
Amazing. That's so beautiful. It's not about competing, but it's about completing each other. And I think what you've shown the light on is something so powerful, just in that very succinct sentence that we together, we're whole. We're just parts of one big, beautiful flower. We're just petals. But when we come together, there is so much more beauty that we radiate in togetherness than in solo tripping, right?
Yeah,
So
the petal is
so
about
much.
the petal talks about strength, inclusion, support, trust, empathy, honesty, openness.
And then we bring it all together.
So all this thing together makes a complete flower of sisterhood.
Makes it complete.
Yeah.
Thank you. If I can invite Anandita. Anandita, welcoming you, beautiful sister. Over to you.
Thank you so much. A very good evening and warm welcome to all the sisters. Thank you, Dr. Harbeen. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure being in this journey of sisterhood. Well, I define sisterhood in a very personal way. My journey started with a quiet, small town where I had to take bold steps and moving out from a small, quiet town and into the powerful city of Delhi. This transaction, the struggles, the hurdles, and trying to establish my career, trying to establish my identity could not have been possible if the extra special sisters did not stand beside me. So I believe that everybody, has that extra special person beside them. And I salute the spirit of sisterhood. For me, sisterhood means remembering the women who came before us, who broke the doors so that we could walk through them. And I believe that some of my most profound experiences of sisterhood have not just come in the moments of crisis where I have held somebody's hand or somebody's held mine, but it comes in moments of genuine, unconditional happiness for another fellow sister, not feeling a flicker of envy. People, we call that a woman is actually envying another woman, but I say real sisterhood is when we don't envy another person who's going strong and we stand in solidarity. So I believe that sisterhood is a baton. It's not a trophy that we carry. And lastly, sisterhood, I believe that every woman was one held up by another woman, strong woman. Today, I pass on the strength of my strength to around 150 sisters through a social enterprise called EcoServe. And these people, these fellow sisters, are, I don't think that they are poor. They are my sisters. They live a life of dignity. They live a life of hope. And I feel nice that I could uplift them in times of darkness. And what I feel that through sisterhood, we do more than just build simple lives. We become the guardians of light for some fellow sisters. So today, I just wanted to end with this beautiful thing that let's be guardian, let's be somebody's light, let's light up lives of people. And let us not just hold hands of people who are already having a lot of stuff, but let's look down upon those, not looking down, but let us hold hands of those sisters who are less fortunate and bring them into a beautiful world. And
thank you so much. Thank you, Anandita. Thank you. And like you said, we represent each other's lights, but we also, like in the same narrative of what you were saying, I think we're each other's shock absorbers. So we soften the blow, we soften the impact. We're there to hold. We're, just with our hands, with our bodies, sometimes with our thoughts, with our words. We're just here to be each other's shock absorbers. So thank you so much for doing all that you do for the community and for the world at large. Appreciate you and appreciate your presence. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
If I could invite Vandita. Vandita, there you are. Welcoming you.
I was struggling with my internet today. I think it's a 7th or 8th time when I have connected back. So, are you able to hear me?
Yeah. Perfect. Please go.
Okay. So, hi, good evening.
Okay. So, yeah, I think the internet is patchy. We'll come back to you, Vandita. Achala, are you here with us? Okay, so I'm going to call Swati since I see her beautiful purple presence and face. Swati, over to you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mansi, and thank you so much, Arvind, for organizing this wonderful meetup of Sisterhood. I've been associated with Sisterhood for a very long time now, so I would be sharing certain experiences. I changed my city a couple of years back. I shifted from Jammu to Delhi. So, this sisterhood was one thing which gave me a hope that changing the city is not going to impact my business, or it's not going to anyway pull me down in what on the mission I work in the domain of holistic development and mental development, especially for kids, which is still considered a taboo. So sisterhood has been of a great support to me. And if I had to summarize my experience of 6-7 years of being associated, I would say it's not just a couple of women sitting for over a cup of coffee. It's more like a strategic alliance, which I could summarize in 5 C's. First is connection, counseling, creative collaboration, critic, and that's what creates the complete circle. So this is what I describe my sisterhood to look like. And one proverb which always is there in my mind when I talk about all the ladies league is that if you have to go fast, if you go fast you'll go alone, but if you have to go far you have to go together. So I believe that summarizes. I don't want to keep it too long, but that has been my journey with sisterhood. I got all the support. People here, I mean, all of you are so wonderful. And thank you, Mansi. Thank you, Harbeen, for organizing this wonderful meetup. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Swati. Thank you for hanging in there and holding on. And so, because I feel like when we hang in there, support always finds us.
Yes, true.
Which is because I think it's also when people around us start supporting us, we start supporting us.
Absolutely.
We reinstate that faith, that moment we had, the loss of faith, that gets reinstated. And that is our biggest rescue when we awaken to our own awakening, right? Absolutely. So it's just, thank you so much, Swati. I appreciate you. I'm just looking at the list, but do we have Barsha? Barsha is here. I don't see Barsha, no. And do we have with us Jyoti? Yeah, Jyoti already shared. Aparajita Chaudhary.
Vandita, can you hear me?
Sorry?
I am Vandita here. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. Yes. Yes. Amazing. Okay, let's do it without
So I'm
video.
keeping my video off.
Do that. Please, over to you, sister.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Hi, everyone. And coming from a garden.
It's okay. It's okay. It's we'll tune her back in when she's ready. Oh, okay. So if I can, Aparajita, you hear?
Oh, you were not able to hear me again?
No, Vandita. Okay, try. Let's do one last try.
Just last try. Last try.
Let's do that. Okay.
Yes, last try. Okay, so good evening, everyone. I have a different overview of sisterhood because I come from a background of gardening and landscaping. So I connect sisterhood to plants. Like plants, every plant is different. Some need shadow, some need sunlight, some needs more water, some need less, some need different nutrition. The same way goes for every woman. And none of the plants compare themselves with others. So we should also not be comparing each other, but creating an ecosystem where we help to thrive each other. And instead of just talking about that we support, we should create an ecosystem which, as rightly mentioned, has a ripple effect and it goes long way. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vandita. I'm so glad technology and the World Wide Web allowed us to bring your beautifully unique perspective. Thank you for bringing that very soft, feminine energy to sisterhood, because a lot of times we feel like we have to be very yang or very, powerhouse energy. But with that, that image that you created for us, it felt so nourishing. It felt that we're so unique and we flower and blossom in our own time, and we must remember and cherish the timing of our blossoming, right? There's a time to sow and a time to reap. So appreciate that, Vandita.
Let's create a green garden for women. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely, with vibrant flowers and perpetual spring.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to ask the sisters if there's any of the speakers for today that are still left, because.
Hi, Mansi. This is Dr. Vijayshri. I'm still left.
Yes. Okay. I think I called out your name. Yeah. Okay.
I joined you because I was in traffic. Thank you so much.
Over to you. Happy to have you here.
I'm actually very thankful to this sisterhood. I may have some network issues because of this. I started with Wiki, a national council for AI, to educate women related to AI tools and other things. And I have been working. I'm a law professor. Recently, I got an award by a university established in Dubai, Women Tech Power 100 Award. And the sole background is related to the council which I have here. So, and I I at that moment I also told them also that one big foundation is related to the council which I hold there with Vicky. So apart from that, I am certified mediator and posh trainer, and everything she economy I have been following for quite some time. And one thing which I want to tell you that after getting in touch with it, it is one of the most beautiful experiences which I have in my life, because it is not only about connecting or supporting, it is also about trusting each other and standing by each other in every time and whenever you get. So, you can be friends, you share the workplace, you stand by each other, you do so many things to uplift each other, and that is one very beautiful part of being a part of this sisterhood. My experience with it is that it has taught me that when women support women, incredible things happen, which has happened in my case. So I'm really thankful for this sisterhood, and that is why I really wanted to speak here to um, express my gratitude towards the sisterhood. So thank you very much, and I want to continue to share strength in difficult times, honest guidance which I require, and understanding with each other, for each other, which will make us stronger together and more confident towards the goals we have in our life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vijayashree. There's such passion.
Nancy,
There is such
I am here.
sincerity in your voice, in your words.
Thank
so
you.
resonate with everything that you have said so beautifully, so from the heart.
Thank you so much.
And that's really what weaving the beads of sisterhood in that beautiful Sutradhara is about. So appreciate you. And I think our last speaker for today, I saw Sarika. Yes,
Yeah,
there you
yeah,
are.
yeah.
Yes, Sarika,
Yes, yes.
as our last speaker, my pleasure to
Hi.
hand it over to you.
Thank you so much, and my greetings to you and Dr. Harbeen. So, hope everything is going fine. Well, this is Sarika from SNA Real Estate, and for me, sisterhood is not a perfection, but stand by each other, not judging, but to be there for each and every moment when the person needs you, when one sister needs the another one. It's not just having them, just like that, but growing together, but rising together, helping each other, be there for them every time. This is what all I can say in short a sisterhood for me is.
Thank you so much, Sarika. Just, small words, but such a big effect of these words, right? Just being there for each other. We can say it like somebody else said earlier, that it's really about bringing in the doing piece, the implementing piece. So really, I'm so grateful to all of you for bringing such a nourishing variety of perspectives, such beautiful ideas. And it really seems to add into this idea that we are together, we're more powerful, we're stronger, we're softer in the same breath. So to end, please just put your mics on mute, sisters, if I could request you. And to close this, I want to just add that for me, sisterhood, every time we talk about sisterhood, it's about returning to ourselves, but through each other. So I believe that we're all collectively walking each other home, and there is such beauty and magic and divinity and sanctity in that. And I'm so grateful for each one of you for bringing your vibrant perspectives, your energies, your hearts along, and always, always, and always in deep love and deep gratitude to Dr. Harbeen for being the guiding light, being our greatest shock absorber, our chief shock absorber, soul sister. And I think really there's so much that we take away individually, collectively, but our greatest asset is each other. So let's come into a big hug. So you know how how we clap, right? This is a digital clap. So we all have to do this. Yeah. So this is us sprinkling the light from our heart into each other. So there we go. Let your hearts open, share the light, share the love, and much gratitude, sisters. Thank you so much for your presence. Thank you so much, Dr. Harbeen, for everything that you do and for creating this space for us. Lots of love, sisters. Thank you so much. And see you soon.
Mansi, one additional request. After this meeting, we are going to post everything on social media today or tomorrow. So let's show our intensity there as well by engaging and commenting
Always.
over on our social media platforms and She
Amazing. And
Economy.
also connecting everyone in this group. Let's please stay connected on She Economy. Please go back into the She Economy pages of each other and study and see what each other do so that we can open doors for each other. That's what we're taking away, right? Pinal, thank you so much. Thank you. And Ritu, where are you?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for being admin extraordinaire. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Saluting the team behind the team. Take care, girls. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Mansi. Thanks.
Thank
Much
you.
gratitude.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much,
Always
Harbeen.
together.
Thank you very much.